Hello and welcome to another video from TW White & Sons. Okay, here we have today, taken in part exchange, about an hour and a half ago actually, a Abarth 595C convertible. It has the 1.4 turbo petrol engine that all Abarth 595s and 500s have. I think they produce around 145 PS in this derivative. Manual transmission and a one owner car in beautiful condition. We say it all the time in our videos that our cars are good condition. You know, ultimately we wouldn't retail a car that we weren't happy with, but this is truly wonderful. Very rare we get a car in this kind of condition. I cannot find a mark on it apart from one or two tiny marks on the alloy wheels, which you'd expect for a 20,000 mile car, but other than that it is staggering. The previous owner even furnished us with an original bill of sale invoice from when they got the car new. It was purchased with a Fiat service pack, or an Abarth service pack I should say. That's probably a bit of a sin. And shows us everything the car was optioned with. So the red stripe that you see there at the bottom of the rear diffuser, red mirrors, that was an option. The 5-inch touchscreen navigation system was an option. The red leather interior was an option, and as was the colour. This is referred to as record grey. It is a metallic grey colour. Looks really sharp. It's like a gunmetal grey, but seems to change when the light hits it. It looks absolutely beautiful. So 2016 on 66, done just over 24,000 miles, one owner with a very good service history. Don't know a huge amount about these cars. I know they've got a bit of a cult following, and I think if you're in the market for one of these, I cannot believe there is a better condition one out there than this, and incredibly low mileage. For a 6-year-old car to be on something like 24,000 miles is just staggering. So I'll show you around the car. A big convertible. You have the boot here, which sort of opens on that sort of hinge up to here. And actually, do you know what? A decent amount of space. First sort of signs there of the red interior, but I'll take you into the car in a moment and show you that. You do have on this car rear parking sensors and the little red stripe that I mentioned there for the on the diffuser. That was part of the option in terms of sort of matching the rest of the car in terms of all the various red accents. It's very subtle, but it's very nicely done. Take you around to the side of the car. You've got dual exit exhausts there. These very nice 16-inch anthracite 8-spoke wheels, which look lovely. I think the little Abarth covers there that cover the wheel nuts, really nice touch. Show you inside the car. So you've got Abarth branded scuff plates there, and this absolutely gorgeous red leather. I think it looks so nice. It really suits the car, and Abarth branded at the top there with the little hole in the top. Just think it looks really smart, yeah, the red accents even extend onto the door card. It's just a very nicely thought out package. You do have rear seats as well, which I'll show you, and again in that really nice red leather. It's a very nice place to be. The headrests are very well positioned as well. I did have a little sit in the back earlier. It's a very comfortable car. I'll put the seat back into place. Well, if I jump inside. So we have 2 keys for the car. All our cars come with 2 keys. You do have a manual key as your spare on these, but your main key is a flick key with buttons. If I start the car up, you've got a wonderful digital display, which if you play around with the settings on it, you can actually get this to change. I'll start the car up now. This little 1.4 is an incredibly gutsy engine. It makes a wonderful noise when you get on the go as well. Even at idle, it sounds very sort of sporty. It is subtle if you're not driving it hard, but if you put your foot down, it sounds wonderful and goes very well indeed. A little turbo boost gauge up here to show you the boost pressure the turbo's making in bar, which I really like. And mentioned that you can get the display to change. Over to the left here you've got a little sports switch, and if you press that, the whole display changes to make the centre a big rev counter, and give you a digital readout of your speed, and puts the gauges to the side. I really like that. I think that's a really nice touch. A lot of cars have, you know, the dials will glow red when you put it into sport, but to sort of completely change the layout like that, I think is lovely. Multimedia screen here, so this was an option when the car was new. I think it was about 500 quid to have this sort of touchscreen navigation system. It's TomTom software, and very easy to use, very intelligent, and you can do it off postcode search and things like that. You do have phone connectivity as well, and you can do that via Bluetooth hands-free. You've got media options here in terms of if you want to stream from your audio from your phone, radio including DAB, and it's just a nice easy system to use. Buttons here for fog lights, hazards and sport switch that I mentioned, air conditioning, electric windows for the front, a very nice 5-speed gearbox. It's one of the only times I've driven a 5-speed and not wanted a 6th, because the engine makes such wonderful power. You can hold in gear for a lot longer. The fact it isn't a 6-speed box, so that's yeah, a nice touch. And USB auxiliary down here, and another really good sign of ownership. Abarth branded over mats, so not only did the customer care enough to put mats in it, but the actual sort of branded ones that go with the car as well, like that. You have steering wheel controls here for your volume adjustments and everything. You've got adjustment for the electric adjust on the mirrors down there as well, and something I'm a bit of a fan of, I was going to say dark headliner, but dark roof and dark cover on the pillars. But I suppose the most important element of this car is the roof. So you can see it's a sort of proper open top experience, and you can have it where the roof goes back to that section, or you can press it again and it drops it right the way down to make it full-on convertible. I will just jump out of the car to show you. Probably be able to hear the car a little bit as well while it's idling. So you've got a full-on open top experience. And you know, none of the drawbacks of this roof taking up space in the boot or anything like that. It just sort of tucks away nicely on that section there, and you can enjoy some open top motoring, and all at the press of a button. Do you know, actually in the daylight that leather looks even more striking. Just put the roof back. While we're here, I forgot to mention flat bottom steering wheel, something I'm a fan of. It's a really nice sort of proper chunky steering wheel. You've got that perforated leather there, and something else I think is a really nice touch, little stripe at the top there. This is something you tend to see on sort of performance cars and cars that spend time on the track, so you know where the wheel is. I just think that's a nice little touch, just to show you that you are driving something that's got a bit of power. Turn the car off. Roof's back in place. Worth mentioning as well, roof is all in lovely condition, no rips, stains, anything like that. It's been very well looked after, this car. It just had a very basic wash and hoover, and it started looking like this, you know. The previous owner have clearly loved and cared for this car, as I say, when it was being washed. Didn't need shampooing or waxing or anything like that, just blasted off, and looks as presentable as it does now. The car will go through our workshop for a health check. I don't think it's due a service. That was done in August, so it's probably coming to the point where we may well consider doing it before it leaves us. And it'll be supplied with a 12-month parts and labour warranty included in the advertised cost of the car. That does include some roadside assistance as well, and the warranty is underwritten by the RAC, so even if you're not local to us, you can still buy with some confidence. Although we're a Mazda main dealer, as you can tell from the fact we've got an Abarth here, we accept part exchanges from all manufacturers, all makes, mileages, ages, everything considered. So you know, we are very competitive purchasers of used cars, so do give us a try if you're thinking of selling your existing car. Other than that, if you've got any questions, please feel free to pick up the phone to us. Don't hesitate to get in touch. And thank you very much for watching. We look forward to hearing from you. Cheers then. Bye.